Good afternoon and welcome to the Principal News Conference of GEM4ME Investments PLC that took place on Monday, July 31st of 2017. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of the Board of Directors. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues, and welcome to our weekly news conference. We have a lot of highly exciting news that many have been anticipating for, and let's begin. There are a handful of interesting news that can be even called groundbreaking news. Today, we will discuss our perspectives and factual information strictly. Let's discuss our messenger of this week's news first. The web version is being launched for developers to test this Wednesday, as we are continuously trying to fast forward the moment it is finished and is completely ready for use. Next, the beta version of iOS is being launched through test flight for testing, as we promised, and those who use iPhone will be able to see what the application looks like on iOS shortly. The improvement of voice calling is in progress continuously, and our developers are highly anticipating the moment that voice calling is completely flawless. Next, the marketplace is basically done, and at this point we are figuring out legal inquiries with various sellers that will be providing their services in the marketplace. As promised, we are intact with our promised schedule in regards to developing the messenger, and summer is the hottest period that is packed with work for both our developers and us. Apart from the technological development news, I want to devote a good portion of our time to discussing financial revolution that we are anticipating. We made the decision to follow through with this financial innovation. The whole project is now on its way towards a completely new high. As per Board of Directors foreseeing the future of our project, at the time when we were consulting with our legal team in regards to launching a new product for after the messenger is sold, we came to understanding that it would be most beneficial to create a project that would develop and improve together with the messenger. Let me explain why it is this way. The reason for this decision is due to the fact that we were several stages of technological revolutions. We've discussed these notions numerous times, and by launching our messenger, we were able to join in on the latest notion of technological revolution, back when the messenger revolution was in full force in 2015. Apart from that, all the other technological revolutions kept on coming and further improving our digital lives, making our daily functions more and more simple and almost forcing us to interact with technology, wave after wave. By us creating not just a messenger but rather a platform for technological innovations such as bots, for instance. Having built a messenger, we decided to embark on a very recent wave of encrypted currencies and blockchain. With our GEM4ME project, we gained the ability to combine two of the most monetary and in-demand trends of the market today. The first trend is messengers as the platform for future economies, aka bots, fintech, and conversational economics, just to make more of our daily financial needs more convenient and fast with the help of what our messenger offers. However, we want to combine the revolution of blockchain in our messenger at the same time. The reason for us deciding to do so is quite simple. Blockchain as a system is highly functional and multi-leveled and is meant for secure accounting of all activities. Blockchain can be used in not just encrypted currencies, but also all other areas of economic activity. It has a very wide angle of use in very different areas, whether it is financial or accounting of actives. Blockchain provides completely brand new opportunity for searching and organizing, transmitting information, and securing ownership of actives for a lot of entities. It is a completely new function meant to coordinate any type of human activity. In any case, we are interested in blockchain for two reasons. Firstly, the notion of accounting of any non-materialistic possession, aka blockchain in the shape of tokens substitutes shares, and it's happening everywhere. As this revolution is just emerging now, and you will see it more and more often in the coming months. Secondly, there are various ways for a company to enter the stock market. For instance, there is IPO, but there is also a new type of entering the stock market which allows for us to release tokens which will confirm the ownership of the GEM4ME messenger. This is known as the so-called ICO technology. Let me provide you with a few examples of an ICO. As you will see that ICO is the same as an IPO, except much faster and cheaper. The reason why we made this decision is due to the fact that we were developing certain projects that will coexist with the GEM4ME messenger, aka projects that work with cashback, encrypted currencies, and the platform that will allow us to exchange encrypted currency to common currencies within the messenger. Furthermore, these services are in a very high demand. Therefore, we decided to release an ICO for all of these new services that will be included in the GEM4ME messenger. Our legal team offered for us to release an ICO for the whole messenger, as usually projects that don't have anything to release an ICO, rather just an idea as they accumulate funds to support their idea. However, we are releasing an ICO with not just an idea, but rather a currently functioning messenger with existing services, all of which are united within one messenger. As you can see on the slide, the reason why selling tokens that prove the ownership of an active is shown here. Firstly, the overall cost of releasing an ICO is 10 times less than releasing an IPO. An average price for releasing an ICO varies from $10,000 to $20,000. Furthermore, the expected time frame for the return to an investment is in 1 to 3 years with an ICO and 7 to 10 years with an IPO. As of today, there were no instances when an ICO participant accepted losses, as the blockchain technology serves as the governing body. The definition of a token stands for a blockchain record that confirms your ownership for something. The business model that is in effect must be very simple for this notion, i.e., a DAO organization is releasing, which describes what we are offering to release for an ICO, and in regards to the ownership rights, blockchain startups are currently in primitively initial stages. We are not discontinuing the sale of shares, not at all. We are not making anyone promote tokens. We're simply announcing that we are adding a few more functions to our messenger than we are releasing them to an ICO. Let me discuss what examples of services apart from the GEM4ME messenger that are releasing an ICO. There were a lot of ICO releasing in 2017. For instance, the Bancor project accumulated $79 million in less than 3 hours. An innovative browser that doesn't even exist yet received $35 million in under 1 minute. A lot of examples can be given, and more of them will emerge as time goes on. One aspect that I want to underline, the projects that I mentioned that are shown on the slide and were releasing an ICO just had an idea, nothing more. However, our GEM4ME messenger, as you can see, it is working and it continues its development. In addition, we are releasing the service that will be adding to our messenger for an ICO as well, as they will take the messenger and make it stronger and much more competitive so that a lot of monetary funds are flowing within the messenger. The fact that new services that we are revealing for within the messenger and new opportunities, for instance the transfers of encrypted currencies, all of these notions attract more and more attention from private investors. The system of ICO is meant to enter the market of encrypted currencies where a lot of people are interested and are ready to invest into an IT project. This is exactly why we made the decision that over the course of the next few months, we will be preparing the messenger and the services within it for an ICO release. What are we planning to release for an ICO apart from the messenger GEM4ME? Firstly, the messenger with its 3 million of users, monetary transfers and purchases, aka the financial plugin and the marketplace, the bot platform, web version, and commercial platforms. This is what we have now. What we will add on top of all these aspects in the nearest future is as follows. We are increasing the attractiveness of the messenger so that it develops in time with the tendencies that are currently happening. We are continuing to bring brand new financial services within the messenger that create a large financial flow. Apart from that, it also generates passive earnings for those who are participating in promoting the messenger. In addition, we are bringing the cashback project, which will function as a bot. It works in the following manner. Most of you might have a cashback card, but it is attached to a certain bank. We are creating a service in partnership with a company when you will be able to pay through the bot in the messenger for any products, whether it is online or offline, and receive cashback at all times, regardless of what card you use to pay for it. Next, over the course of the next 3 to 4 months, we are planning to launch a digital bank. a digital financial platform which connects most common currencies, aka dollars and euros, to encrypted currencies, so that everyone can exchange the currencies very fast and with convenience. And finally, we're developing our own encrypted currency as well, and once we have all the technology ready for it, I will return to discussing this notion as well. Once again, ICO and tokens stand for your legal right that proves the ownership of the projects that I mentioned. This is the exact shares except they are made through blockchain technology. ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. It is much less regulated and much easier to release. As I've mentioned earlier, this services that we are adding to the Messenger in the coming months, and now I want to give examples of how profitable such services are. As of now, we have about 3 million of people in the Messenger. On average, a cashback service with 3,000 users generates about $10,000 per month of profits. Initially, we will have more than 1,000 locations in CIS countries, and we are not stopping there, as we are adding the cashback service in during the negotiations process to the countries of Europe, Americas, and Asia. With our 3 million users and the profitability margins of this service can reach $10 million per month. The second aspect is also very important, and let's take the Bitcoin as an example. The amount of existing exchange services for encrypted currencies varies on average from 500 to 50,000 Bitcoins per day. The average commission of 0.3 to 0.5% for profitability of such services, then the average totals to approximately $13.5 million per month. And finally, the digital bank notion is the opportunity to receive high returns not only from these exchange services, but also the bank will issue its own cards and deposits and withdrawal funds, as well as any other banking operations. A lot of profits are generated on this territory, and we are gaining competency with our financial plugin for over 1 year. And now we're fast forwarding the development as ICO operations are gaining in popularity, and we want to make it in time with the trend. From all of these operations, those who will own tokens will receive up to 20% profits. It is very important. Currently, the profits that are generated from existing financial functionalities aren't big enough, and we decided to launch these new series and services to release for an ICO. It might be hard to understand at this time, but we will have a lot of briefings and conferences so that everybody has the understanding of where we are headed. Another advantage for those who will own tokens: verification will not be needed. By adding all the shareholders to the registry, we came to an understanding that partners are forced to gather a lot of documents for the verification purposes, and it is a very timely process. As a result, nothing is required for owning tokens. One receives a statement from blockchain that he or she owns the token. Everyone will have their own password, which can never be lost. It is crucial to never lose the password, as it will not be reset. The structure of GEM4ME releasing an ICO will be the following. We release the Messenger along with 3 additional services for an ICO: digital bank, encrypted currency, and cashback service. We are selling these tokens not only through our network, but also through various markets of encrypted currencies. Those who are here with us have done a lot of hard work, and we want to reward them for it, so that they will earn the most. ICO will take approximately 2 months, and we announce this notion to you ahead of time, as we will continue selling shares, and you will have the opportunity to receive these tokens as a gift by satisfying certain requirements. My colleagues will discuss the requirements in further details later on in this conference, but just remember that when you receive tokens, you receive the opportunity to participate and receive these superb earnings from all the new services that we will introduce in the nearest time. This slide depicts how it will look structurally. GEM4ME Singapore or Switzerland or any other country where our legal team will find it best to release this ICO, we will release 70% of our messenger to an ICO, and those who will be promoting tokens will be given 20% from the earnings that will be generated from these new services. In addition, the old legal structure stays enforced, aka GEM4ME Holdings remains the owner of the messenger. This is yet another opportunity to increase one's earnings and further develop the messenger at the same time. Good luck to everyone as I'm passing the word to Alexander Kachanovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear friends. Let's continue our groundbreaking conference, and there are a lot of great news being announced today. We will guide everyone through the process in a very simple manner so that everything is very understandable. Let's begin with our traditional part of congratulating the partners who earned the most over the course of the past week. We had a very widespread geography this week, spreading all the way from Los Angeles to Oto, Japan. The earnings are as follows. 600 euros from Yekaterinburg, Russia, 600 euros from Thane, India, 600 euros in Malden, United States, 600 euros in Yekaterinburg, Russia, 924 euros Yekaterinburg, Russia, 950 euros Los Angeles, United States, 1,000 euros in Izhevsk, Russia, 1,100 euros from Ota, Japan, 1,100 euros from Maple, Canada, 1,400 euros from Kachkanar, Russia, and 2,100 euros from Cherkasy, Ukraine. Let's congratulate our partner from Cherkasy, Ukraine for receiving the highest earnings over the course of the last week, earning 2,100 euros. I'm sure that in August we will see completely different earnings of our hard-working partners. As a reminder, we are concluding our Hot July promotion. The 10% bonus for every second package of the same kind won't be in effect much longer. I wanted to discuss our main topic of the day once more. We're taking a highly revolutionary step towards. This step will boost our messenger greatly as we're striving to finalize its technological development and increase the user base greatly. It all requires very large investments, and the market of encrypted currencies as well as blockchain is the most explosive market in modern days in terms of how fast it is growing. These examples depict just how explosive and profitable this market is, and all of these projects can be found on the internet and even dozens more of similar examples. Our foundation of the messenger with 3 million users, we are one of the few ones to release an ICO with having a real product and perspectives, not just an idea. These earnings will allow everyone in the project to earn very fast, as well as drastically improve the messenger and introduce new services that would increase the user base of the messenger as well. The reasons for us doing all of these new innovations is for one simple reason, so that the messenger gets finished faster and we come to the moment of its sale so that everyone in the project receives profits. We are embarking on this journey very fast and are ready negotiating with companies that have already successfully concluded their ICOs and are now getting ready to release a new one. They are helping us prepare all the necessary materials, and this is our major chance, and we want to use it before the rest of the world gets to. Let's discuss what you can have now and if I have a desire to. We are offering these notions and everyone makes their own choice whether they need this or not. We are working with those who want to receive an additional passive financial profit through all the services that we will be launching, and those who can drastically simplify the verification process for entering the registry of shareholders in the company. This new introduction allows to immensely simplify the system of requirements for getting enlisted in the registry of shareholders to the point that all what is needed is a login and a password. Each 100 tokens will be equal to 1 share, respectively. The most important is to write down the password and to never lose it, as it will not be resettable. Tokens are the safest way for proving an ownership, as the blockchain system is independent and secure. The structure will help to receive the profit from selling Messenger, will own 70 to 75% of the investment fund with shares, and to distribute those profits securely between the shareholders. Owners of the previous shares will not receive profits from these new services, as ICO is organized to gather the necessary funds to introduce these services. There are only two options here: to participate in these new services and receive profits, and not participate and not receive profits. It is not an exchange of shares for tokens, but rather the opportunity to own shares securely through tokens. The conditions for participating on the pre-emission are as follows. We are announcing a promotion for Head Start, As those who want to do everything fast and receive fast, we want to provide them with such an opportunity. Starting July 29th to August 31st, one can receive additional tokens. For instance, when purchasing an invest package, or you are as a sponsor to the purchase of an invest package, you receive 120 tokens instead of 100 tokens. There are 54 shares in the basic package, then 5,400 tokens plus 20% will the partner receive that purchases an invest package. The proportion is 1 share to 100 tokens, but during the period of the promotion is 1 share to 120 tokens. The sponsor that receives half, 27 shares to be exact, will also receive 2,700 tokens plus 20% over the period of this promotion. And secondly, those partners that purchase the Go, Biz, and Premium packages will also receive bonuses of 10%. By purchasing a Go package, one will receive 200 tokens plus the 10% for each share. The total will equal to 220 tokens, and the sponsor will receive 1 share along with the 100 tokens. This is our initial promotion, a gift. This is our first starting promotion that is already in effect and is very profitable to use it, and tell your partners about it. So how does one receive these tokens? Everyone has shares, but as we said, not everyone will want to do something to receive tokens. And those who do want to have tokens and to secure their ownership of shares through those tokens can do so. For instance, partners with a Go status only need to earn 200 tokens. It is done by purchasing another Go package or finding 2 partners that will also purchase one Go package each, which adds up to 2 Go packages needed and 220 tokens. Partners that will receive these 220 tokens in August, all of his shares will be secured within the company that releases the ICO. There will be a pre-emission during which existing partners will receive their tokens, and the general emission during which people purchase these tokens for real money. Partners receive the opportunity to get these additional tokens, but they need to apply some effort in order to receive them. Partners with a Biz status need to earn 600 tokens by purchasing another Biz package or sponsoring the purchase of 2 Biz packages. The same rule applies. And partners with Premium or Invest packages need to earn 1,800 tokens by purchasing 1 Premium package or sponsoring the purchase of 2 Premium packages. Partners that don't wish to do these promotions will remain with the same route of having to gather the necessary documents and wait for the verification process to be completed, whereas simply offering an additional opportunity. Do take it into consideration. The company issues tokens that provide for passive earnings, and at some point, given the immense financing, GEM4ME Holdings and GEM4ME investment companies remain the same, as well as all the shares remain the same. The amount of shares does not increase, but we will register a new company in either Switzerland or Singapore that will release the ICO and offer tokens. Part of the tokens will be received by partners who participated in the pre-emission promotion, which has already started. Another part of tokens will be sold to those people that will bring hundreds of millions of dollars to similar projects as they trust the profitability cause. And our legal team says that there will be hundreds of thousands of people like that. After that, the new services that will be launched due to the amounts that will be invested after ICO will be introduced, as well as the continuous development of our messenger. After that, the messenger is sold and the money from the sale is received by GEM4ME Holdings, 75% of which is distributed to covering the cost of tokens. Those who purchase shares and have tokens receive profits per share, but also with the powerful financial services, owners of tokens receive those profits as well. This is the future, and I hope that after further explaining the structure and the proposed functions, those who do want to participate need to purchase and complete the requirements that are in accordance with their statuses in order to provide such immense profitability for yourself in the future. I wish everyone great luck and lots of accomplishments, and I'm passing the word to Natalia Arshavsky, the member of the board of directors. Natalia Arshavsky speaking. Good afternoon to you, friends. I'm happy to welcome everyone. Congratulations to everyone with such amazing news, and I'm sure that many have questions remaining. This is a brand new wave, and we will boost our messenger immensely with this notion. We will have numerous briefings and conferences to clarify the understanding of this to everyone, and we cannot lose any time. We will have a lot of work done over the course of these few months, and we will have a lot of PR campaigns planned. Now is the time for our takeoff. Let's continue with congratulating our partners who closed their qualifications over the course of the last week. Our silver masters of this week are Zhana Tygubova from Nizhny Tagil, Russia, Tatiana Slobozhanin from Ijevsk, Russia, Anton Markin from Kaluga, Russia, and Antonina Pakosheva from Ijevsk, Russia. Welcome to the first step of your career, and keep on striving towards next qualifications. Let's also congratulate our gold masters, and we're very happy to have a partner who qualified from India this week. Bharat Karnani, who receives 2 additional shares for his speed, from Thane, India, Valentina Shmikova from Ijevsk, Russia, and Tatiana Nistryan from Khabarovsk, Russia. Good job, and work in a way so that your partners follow you. And now, I would like to share the aftermath of the unbelievable tour of our top leader, Goal President Edward Vitko. There was so much positive feedback, and let's see the reviews. This review comes from Antonina Novoselova from Kachkanar, Russia. She said, "The meetings with Goal President Edward Vitko took place today and yesterday on the welcoming land of Ijevsk, Russia. Partners took in each word of Edward's. His speech was so professional and accessible. Certain partners that joined the project for a long time ago and yet still didn't fully understand what they joined were very inspired and made the most courageous decisions right away. They enriched their portfolios with shares by purchasing invest and premium packages. The discussion about encrypted currencies was especially interesting and out of ordinary, since many of the attending investors have previously known about this aspect for a long time, and it was of high interest to them. It is pleasant to know that we are in a trend and are using the latest technology in order to be at the same pace with time and improve rapidly. The event has shown that there is a reverse tendency going on currently, the transfer from the internet to human interaction. Partners want to have their own offices where they can host meetings with people, share experiences, and build vast teams. This event was a breath of fresh air for us. The desire to make our dreams come true as fast as possible is now thriving. Numerous partners recognize the importance of the moment and the fact that they cannot miss the deal of the century. The application can be sold at any moment. Time is limited. Thank you, Edward, for the priceless help to our partners. Thank you, Olga Khramova, Alexander Kachanovsky, and Zoya Simonova for the effective support in working with partners. Thank you, the Board of Directors, for the unique opportunity for partners to participate in such major events. Thank you to all the partners that found the time and desire to attend this groundbreaking event and brought new people along. We are the power together." Another review came from Nina Suhenko from Tyumen, Russia. She said, "There is a saying about Siberia being the son of God, as it is strong, secure, and native to all the Russians. The individual positive traits of character have managed to remain here, that is being welcoming and trusting, and we met our precious guest, Edward Vitko, on July 28th with all of our hearts. The hall was full of people, and everyone was receiving the information from our gold president. Absolutely everyone, both guests and partners, have noted the supreme professionalism, accessibility of the material, and many showed the desire to promote GEM4ME immediately, even though they were just investors before. Thank you, Edward, for the impeccable job. Within the hour and a half in the hall, people became like-minded, and everyone enjoyed the poetic excerpt by screaming GEM4ME all together. Our project is now rich. It has bots, public chats. It also has wellness and advertisements, games, business, and finances. Very interesting aspects. Go ahead and download the Modern GEM4ME. Thank you to our Supreme Management for the provided opportunity to host such a powerful event." Another wonderful review came from Nadezhda Sukhneva from Tyumen, Russia. "We did it! The astonishing event with Edward Vitko took place in Tyumen. Edward has stunned everyone with the opportunities that our business offers. A true professional, a leader. People that haven't even heard about our project previously regretted the fact that no one had told them about such an amazing opportunity earlier. Therefore, we're just starting to launch the amazing GEM4ME movement. I was very happy to see a lot of young faces at our event. An exclusive school for those who want to earn a lot and fast was hosted on the second day. The hall was packed. It was surreal. There were numerous questions and everyone received thorough answers. It was very interesting and there was an immense feeling of being proud of our company present. We are awaiting new investments. The event ended, but guests didn't want to disperse for a long time, socializing, asking questions, and making decisions to join our forces. Edward, thank you so much for the amazing event. Our last review of today came from Valentina Arkhipova from Yekaterinburg, Russia. The grandiose two-day event with a member of the board of directors participating took place in Yekaterinburg on July 25th through 26th. The first day was impeccable. Mr. Kachinovsky hosted a stunning presentation for the 200 participants of the event in a smart, humorous, and precise manner. I think that the result in the means of turnover won't make us wait too long. Next, we had a briefing for partners with Diamond Master statuses and up. We received detailed answers to all of our questions. The second day was even better than the first one. The business breakfast for entrepreneurs was organized in the hotel's Tenet restaurant, and it was packed. Everything was very high class according to the reviews from guests. Mr. Kachinovsky was very professional and attracted a lot of attention from various businessmen towards our project with his presentation. As practice shows, if there were no questions from those attending, then there was no interest. There were numerous questions from guests and everyone received thorough answers. We are awaiting the arrival of new investments. Thank you very much for your input, Mr. Kachinovsky. Don't forget about our corporate holidays and we will have a lot of surprises. Take a look at how many people are already receiving huge discounts towards their trips. There is still some time left to join and maximize your discounts, or even make it so that you go for free. Find yourself on this table and set yourself a goal of climbing higher in the table by next week. Keep on working hard and let's continue promoting our project together on this note of these happy news. Good luck and thank you all for joining us today.